It's called 243 because Newman and I have the same birthday of February 4th, and also John Stubblefield had the birthday of February 4th as well. The whole time that we played over the years, we would talk about doing something together for our birthdays, you know, our birthday since it's only one day.
It was through his illness, he had died of prostate cancer, that he made the jazz community aware and started to pay attention.
My instrument is the French horn, and I chose the French horn at about 12 years old because I was playing in the school band. First I was playing trumpet in the school band, and I heard the French horn and I was really taken by the sound of the instrument. You know, people always say, you don't choose the instrument chooses you. So this is the true case with me, because once I heard the sound of the French horn, I said, that's the instrument I want to play. So everybody said, oh, it's a weird instrument, it's hard to play, you know, don't bother, you know, black people really don't play that instrument, you know. But I said, no, that's the voice that I want to work with, you know, so whatever I do with music, I want to use that voice.
This project 243 has come about for me through my experience with the Washboard. I got a call to sub for a friend with this band called the Ebony Hillbillies. I had this magical moment of feeling like I was watching rather than doing. I wasn't playing it, I was watching my hands do stuff that I didn't know how they knew to do it. But that magic just pushed me more to create music through the Washboard that brought up this question of what happened in the 19th century and what's happening in the 21st century. Black men were getting killed 100 years ago and right now. So this duality of the Washboard and my grandfather's ideas, the fact that I was here in the 21st century and still talking and thinking about the same things my grandfather was thinking about. The Washboard being able to play music the same way it did then, but in the 21st century music. That's what's inspired me to join Vincent in this project 243.
The reason that I wanted to do this project initially was because I grew up in a foster home and I didn't really know my family. I knew my immediate mother and father, even though I didn't grow up with them. But, you know, I was completely in the dark about who my family was and what my heritage was. So, you know, the project for me was an enlightenment to see, you know, who I was in relationship to the history, in relationship to America as well. Kentucky, you have a series of caves, which are the longest underground cave complex in the world. Slaves were in this area. They discovered these abandoned caves by the native people, and they would often use the caves to hide away or to even try to escape moving north. So my family, for several generations, acted, the males in the family acted as guides in these caves once they became recognized. There's also a piece that I'm going to have dedicated to the caves, Monmouth Caves.
The piece that I'm most excited about is based on The Negro Woman, an essay my grandfather wrote in 1906, I believe it was. My father's father, who was born a slave and got his PhD from Yale in 1903, I discovered why I feel about women the way I feel. It coincides with what my grandfather felt. And reading the book really turned on a light bulb, and that's my understanding of myself. I have this vision of Washboard and a woman dancing, and I have this good friend, Maria Mitchell. Maria and I are reading, and we're discussing, and we are going to create this piece.
Also in this piece, it will feature my sister who will be doing some narration, spoken word. Her name is Cleo Wilson, and then I've asked Bill Tolles, who's an extraordinary guitar player. He's going to do the audio visuals.
I have a friend named Bill Salter, who is a bass player, with Marvin Sewell on guitar and Bill on bass. They both have a musical knowledge from the early slave songs up through 21st century contemporary music now. I think because it is improvisational music, but also structured in our concept of what the music's going to be. We will improvise a lot, but it's being improvised within a consensus of a form or format. I've never done anything like this with my own music. I've always been a side person. I'm learning, and it's really wonderful to have something
I feel
to
the
learn.
same way. It must be a 2-4 thing.
Yeah.
No, it'll be nice to do the project, and I'm sure that John will be, beaming somewhere, looking down at this and enjoying it himself.
Yeah, I can see him now.